there, welcome back to the Jess Project. I'm Jessica, and today the project is this card, which I will show you how to make. I've done most of it already, and I wanted to try and figure out where I got this idea from, although I changed a few of the measurements and stuff, but I couldn't figure out where I saw it, so I'm sorry about that. But if you want to research some more styles, you can look up the overlapping fun fold, and you can probably find some other ideas for this as well. So I'll show you what I did to put this one together. Put that out of the way for a second, just bring in a bit of paper. Okay. So, what I have is a backing piece, rough edge, but this is this piece is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and then I have this piece, which is 4 by 5 1/4, and they're gonna layer like that. Then I have two pieces like this, and they are 1 1/2 by 3 7/8, I believe. 1 1/2 and almost 4, yeah. And those are gonna be about there. And then I've got this piece, which will be one of the flaps, I guess, one of the overlaps. And it's gonna tuck under there, but it is, I think I made this one a little bit wider just to fill in some space. So yeah, that's 1 3/4, and then the length is 5. And I did a score line on one side at 1 inch to fold it under to make the flap. Then I've got this piece, which is going to be the other flap, and this one is 2 3/4 by 3 1/2. And it looks like I only did a 3/4 of an inch score line for the fold there, and it's going to fold in from the other side. Then I have 3 pieces of designer series paper, and I think I trimmed these down a little bit from what I was originally going to do to make it fit a little bit better. So this is the bigger one, which is 1 1/2 by 3 3/4, and that's a little bit wider to go on that wider piece, and these ones are a little bit smaller to go on the smaller pieces. So it is just under 1 1/2. It's 1 3/8 1 3/8 by 3 3/4. Then I've got this piece of white cardstock, which is 2 1/2 by 2 1/2, should be a square. And then I have the shell decorations to put on the front, which I die cut from the what's it called? The Chic stamp set, or die cut set, because I didn't use any of the stamps from the season of Chic actually. I used stamps from Waves of Inspiration. Okay, put those aside. And I did a bit of stamping, but I just want to finish this one up. So I'm still on the camera here. I did the happy birthday and the pelican, and I want to do a few more little birds, and I also want to blend a little bit of the pool party ink to match the card and to make a little bit of a sky lake background. So I'm going to use basic gray for the other birds to stick on here, which I use basic gray for the pelican as well, but I use the Memento black for that. It's probably pretty hard to tell the difference. So, for you. And pool party ink. I might need to add some more ink to my ink pad, because I wasn't getting very much off of it before. So I'm just gonna rub my little brush onto my ink pad, and I'm gonna start off just in case I got a lot, but like I said, I'm not getting much ink off of it right now, so probably not. I'm gonna have to worry about getting a thick ink dot on one part of my card, and I'm just sort of going to brush it around the edges a little bit. In that corner. Good. And I'm also going to stamp a greeting on the inside, but I'm going to wait because I want to make sure that I get it lined up. So, sticking everything together. I'm just going to use this white glue because it's fast and easy. Make sure you're putting it the right way up for the way that you're going to want this on your card. If you want it coming in from that side, then you want it to face this way from the score line. Of course, if you wanted it on the other side, you'd want to flip it the other way. Okay, so I'll bring these pieces back in. And first, I'll glue my pieces of pretty bird paper onto their backings. Don't need a lot of glue for this to stick really well, because you don't want it to seep out the sides, get squished out. You have have a second to move it, but not too long. Don't want it to be uneven if I can help it too much. Okay. And this one. Of course, you can make them all the same size, and I'll show you another card I did with them all being the smaller size. But it left a bit too much weight for me. So I played around with it a little bit and got some different sizes. Now, I'm going to attach these ones right down to this. A little bit of space at the bottom and the top. And I don't want too much because I need enough room for the middle piece, of course. And you can lay them all on there to plan it out better. But since I have a card already made, I'll just kind of go with what I did before. Now this piece, I want to try and line up as much as possible with the ones above and below. So I'm going to not have the score line quite right on the edge. The other thing I want to try and do is make this edge line up with this edge, and same thing on the other side. So this takes a little bit of planning because I want this fold to be in between the white and the blue. So I want the white to be about there. I want this one to be about there. Okay. So it's crooked. I'm going to put a little glue down there. And a little glue up here. Shouldn't have done both glues at the same time. But make sure this one lines up. And do it as well. And then I'm just going to stick a bit more glue on the back there to hold it. And put that all down. And I've gone and messed it up. Just going to pull it up a little bit. So that I can move it. Teeny bit down. Put some new glue on. Slide it into place. That's why you don't want to be too quick like me and glue it down to the blue before you get it in the right place on the white. So just glue both to the white first and then glue the white down to the blue. Okay, so that's the basics. Now I'm going to want something to keep this closed a little bit, so I'm going to add a decoration there that's kind of like a closure clasp. And I also want to do a little bow, which I'm not going to tie around. I'm just going to make a bow. Twist it up a little bit so that it gets where I want it to be. Take a little glue dot. Attach that close to the side there. I want that to be, I want it to be sideways like I did it before. Make these a little bit shorter though. Okay, and one more stamping spot. I'm gonna put "You're so totally awesome" on the inside in the Memento Tuxedo Black. Good. Oh dear, just untied my bow because I got stuck in the ink pad. Come on, come back out. There we go. Nice bow. Okay. So, one more thing. I need a piece to stick that down on. So I cut out some of the dies from the it wasn't the Waves of Inspiration, it was the Season of Chic, the Chic die cuts. And I wanted something fairly solid, so I did 2 layers of this shell with some gray behind, and the blue, I'm going to stick that down on top. bit of glue so it doesn't seep through again. And with my other shell, it's made to do sort of an outline if you want, but I kept the inside pieces and I'm just going to keep it one color. It would probably be nice with 2 colors, but I decided to keep it one color. And so I need to stick those pieces back inside. And I'm just going to glue it all to a little stick kind of thing. So that will go there. And just stick the other pieces back in to their spots. This one. Hard to do with fingers, and especially if they've got a bit of glue on them. You stay in there, you naughty little piece. Too much glue. And if any of the little edges of the behind piece are showing, I'm just going to carefully trim that off. Can't see it from the front, then I will glue that down where I want it over top of the other shell. So it's going to act as a little piece, like I said, to sort of keep the card closed. So I want to put it overlapping enough that it'll hold it, but not so much that it's difficult to actually open and close. And I'm going to use some dimensionals to pop it up. So I just don't want to put any on this top corner where I want it to overlap but not stick. So that is up there. Put these here. Okay, get that bow out of the way. Down, there you go. And then you can put it open and just a little bit to tuck it back in. And that's that. So I'll bring back the one that I already did, that I showed you before. And then here's another one that I did. Dragonfly. I hope you enjoyed this card, and we'll come back and see you again, hopefully, next time. Bye-bye for now.